Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Greg here at Cub Creek Park, and today's gonna be fun. It's challenge day. We're gonna be on Tornado Alley, which is definitely the spiciest trail here at Cub Creek. And I want to invite you to take the 4 for 4 challenge. There are 4 wood features on Tornado Alley. And if you can clean all 4 of them on the advanced line, there's usually 2 choices, then you win the 4 for 4 challenge. Now, have I ever done it? No, I've actually never cleared the uphill slow speed drop, but I'm gonna try it today, fingers crossed. And if I can't do it, maybe you can. So put in the comments if you've done the 4 for 4 challenge. Let's ride. All right, so welcome to one of my favorite trails ever, Tornado Alley here at Cub Creek. So I mentioned in the intro the 4 for 4 challenge, and it starts off right here with the first part of the challenge. When you get through the trailhead, the trail actually goes over to the right, across a little bridge. But on the left, there's a 3-4 foot drop. It serves no purpose. It's just kind of there to have fun. And it's a huck to flat. It's pretty crazy. So if you can land that cleanly first attempt, then you're 1 for 1. Suggest a hard gear and to lay off the pedaling once you hit the wood, especially if it's muddy like today. So let's see if I can get some speed here. Put it on the board. All right, with 1 out of the way, we get toward the climb. You go over a few wood bridges that cross some marshy areas, and I kind of like this, it's just switchback after switchback after switchback after switchback to the summit. And sometimes it's just like, let's just get to the top. It's gonna be arduous, it's not fun, but it's not gonna take long. So I respect that. But anyway, I can probably speed this up for you. All right, so made it to the top, and now there's a little back and forth with some jumps before we get to the second part of the 4 for 4 challenge. Now, I'll tell you that you probably don't want to try to jump all of them. There's some off-camber, little sketchy ones, but on the way down, I would say there's 1 or 2 you can hit, and then when you switch back, I think there's 1 you can hit. If you've got other ideas about that, or if you double some of them, then let me know in the comments. But here I go. Hit this. Hit this. Tight berm. And then actually no, we hit 2 here. I think it's this one. Or this one. Oh, that's it, yeah. All right, so here's the second part of the 4-for-4 challenge. Got a wood feature in front of you. The fun thing to do is do the little rollers, but there's a super skinny side on the left, and that is the challenge. Now the wood here looks super wet, so I'm gonna have to do this with no brakes, which I'm a little worried about, but we'll see. Get the dropper about halfway down. Here we go. Oh God. Yeah. Two for two, baby. All right, after that wood feature, there's a couple switchbacks, and this next section is mostly a climb for a little while. There are two, you can maybe see them over there, wood bridges, and they're pretty high above the trench underneath them. And I would say, be really careful with those. They're not really scary, but entering and exiting them, there's little lips on the wood, and they can throw you if you're not ready for them. So I go diagonal across this one. This one I pop over a little. And then it's just more climbing. You can speed this up. All right, so once you make it to the top, there's a slight descent for a long way, and it's some bermed corners, there's some rollers, some cool wood bridges for a while, and I am going to stop before that section is over because I'm gonna have to get my mind right for section 3 of the 4-for-4 challenge. But let me just have some fun on this section. All right, so here's part 3 of the 4-for-4 challenge, and it is the most difficult. In fact, I've never succeeded at it, and every time I've failed, blood has come out of my body in at least one place, so I am admittedly terrified. of this uphill drop off of a wood skinny at 0 miles an hour with a 45-degree angle landing. Oh man, if you've got tips, let me know. I'm gonna give it what I got. I think that the key is probably just speed entering it. Once you go uphill, if you lose all your speed, you're sunk. So I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna pick up the pace here. And then kind of right here is where I gotta gas it. Yes! Yes! Oh. Yes! 3 for 3. It's my first time landing that. All right, after my celebration there, sorry about that. I just had never cleared that. I tried it like 10 times. I've gotten injured a lot on that, so to finally get it is awesome. Anyway, fourth part of the 4 for 4 challenge, the last thing here is to enter on the right of the north shore that terminates the trail. It starts off with a drop, and I would caution you not to try to send it because it's like a U shape after the drop, and if you go too fast, your bike might squirm at the bottom, and you're on a skinny, it's kind of sketchy. So I would just go medium pace, and you got about 3 drops as this north shore continues. So check it out. Here's the first. Ooh, second. That is fun. I don't usually use those things. Jump. Double jump. That is the best end of any trail ever. But I have certainly worked up a thirst, so I got to take care of that with beer. But let me know in the comments if you have succeeded at the 4 for 4 challenge. Till next time. All right, I'm back from today's trip, and it's time to imbibe. I've got a beer from Revision out of Sparks, Nevada. This is called Cloud Cuddles. It's a 6.5% New England style IPA brewed with Mosaic, yes. Galaxy Double, yes. And Samba hops, now known as Zamba hops. More on that in a moment. And that sounds like a recipe for delight. Now, Revision, really quickly, is like an offshoot brewery. So there was a guy who worked at, I want to say Knee Deep. It was some California brewery that was known for their West Coast IPAs. I think it's Knee Deep. Who left, went to Nevada, and started a brewery focused on New England style IPAs from Nevada. And I don't think I've seen any beer from Revision that's not a New England style IPA. So they tend to be very, very good. Like really levels above most of the beers that I've ever had. And this one hopefully will be no different. The thing about the Zamba hops, so it's not the first hop that has had like a cease and desist kind of thing. So there was Equinox hops that had to change its name, probably because of a IP infringement thing. And it was, they changed it to Equinaut, which is kind of funny. And so Samba hops, named because it's like kind of exotic, tropical, guava taste, like some of these tropical fruits like pineapple and guava, changed its name to Zamba. So this can still says Samba on it, but anyways, now it's technically Zamba hops, but it should taste fantastic. Now in the glass, it looks light yellow, glows out of the glass like a good New England IPA should. White fluffy head. Smells like what? Hold on. What? I mean, it's just so, it's not just fruity, it's like candy. Yeah. Oh, I want to say strawberry, which is weird. There's only one hop that I've had that really tastes like strawberry, but it's like fruit salad without the terrible melon. You know, like when somebody eats all the melon, you've got like the blueberries and the strawberries left. Yeah, that, like candied though. Let's see if it tastes like that in the glass. Cheers. That's nerds. It tastes like nerds. Wow, you know what I'm talking about? This brings me back to childhood. Yeah, it's like there's a red one and a blue one. So this is a beer that tastes like nerds. If you like those, and you do, go check out Cloud Cuddles by Revision. And be on the lookout for these Zomba hops, because this is my first time experiencing them, and explosive in a good way. So cheers, and until the next ride.